promotion. He's sponsored by Brass Pro Shop. Tim will introduce him in a second. Just want to wish everyone a Happy New Year.
All right, so we decided to do something a little bit different, but you guys looking for something to do in the winter time. Jimmy just mentioned there's really not a lot of fishing going on, but you can freshwater fish. And this is Chris Ludwig. He fishes all around Long Island for freshwater. So if you guys want to do some white perch or largemouth bass, and the ponds and the lakes haven't frozen, you got something to do in the winter time. The other thing he does, which you might want to touch on, he's a connoisseur or an expert on catching large sharks off the beach. So that's going to be the subject. The first subject is going to be freshwater fishing, and maybe we'll be the other one. So here we are, Chris Ludwig, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, guys. Good evening. How we doing? It's awesome to be here in the wintertime talking about fishing, thank God, right? And get some of the cabin fever out. All right. So, we're going to be talking about freshwater fishing in the winter here. There's a lot of good information that's really overlooked. A lot of guys taking too much time off. I think you should get out there. So the first thing we're going to look at, obviously when you're picking a spot, the great thing about the lakes is there's no bad ideas. You get out there, you find a lake that holds life, and you approach it different ways. Live bait, I think, is the best way to do this. And this is a really good thing. If you guys want to tune into this, I guess you don't want to catch fish, so here we go. Live baits, if you can get some killies, some goldfish, either way, something that's basic.
Where do you get them?
Where do you get the goldfish on the live bait?
So, there's a couple different areas I do to get that, and that's a great question, thank you. First of all, a little disclaimer here. If you're going to use the goldfish, make sure it's not invasive to that lake. You can get in big trouble for that. But basically, goldfish at pet stores, you can catch them in lakes that they live in. There's quite a few places you can catch golden shiners too around here, and you can order them in. But honestly, I keep killies in a fish tank. They're good all year round, doesn't hurt. Even when the water's cold, the live baits will do the trick. When they hit the water, it's something they do. It's the way they bounce around in the fresh water as opposed to the salt. They really cause reaction strikes, which is something I'm big with. Reaction strikes is the way to hook fish, I believe. So, I'm going to go in a certain direction with this, and feel free to stop me. The best way to go about it is if there's any questions in your head, I can guide the conversation that way. So a brave soul, come on, give me something.
This weekend I was at Connect Park. I saw they're stocking up pretty good with the rainbows. They started populating Indian Oak with that. If they released in there, there's some nice sized fish in the tanks. They Connect Park State Park. What's that?
So you're asking if that is branched out to different areas?
Yeah, that's where they used to stock grounds. They shut it down because they had issues with some kind of disease or parasite. And now it has very large rainbows in the tanks.
Okay. So good question with that. And I think you can apply this to many situations. When you're dealing with a lake that's stocked with fish, especially a river as you're talking about, you gotta keep up. You gotta keep up with those fish. They're not staying there, especially in an area such as that. You have to find out the patterns of the lake or the river, where the water goes, what they're feeding on, where they're going, and then you got to keep up with them as such. So, as far as what you're talking about specifically, I'm not sure of the logistics of that, so I can't really tell you, where they're going. But what I would say is, look for the areas of water where the sun's hitting, because now you can identify the warmer water from the colder. Generally, those trout, you're going to find them on the ledges. You're going to find them away from the really warmer areas. So right there, you're going to be dicing up your spot, because you don't want to waste your time in an area that is not working. And I know it sounds like just open air stuff, but it's very important once you get out there. I would target those fish. I would have some live baits in your pocket always, maybe some sort of worm, or even like rainbows, maybe even like a live shiner or something.
But Connect Park does not let you use live bait.
You can't?
No, Connect Park barbless
supplies.
We've got barbless supplies, yeah.
But they will restock. That's where the stocking is.
So if you're going to be fly fishing, that's even better, because your whole approach in that situation will be almost like, it's like guessing and checking off. You can be more in depth with flies. You can get into the corners of the spot. You can fish them in ways that you focus. You can change your presentation and try to key in on what the fish are into. I'm really trying to contain this to you. You a fly guy, you a bait guy, you anything? Honestly, if you're talking to trout, an inline spinner is something you should always have in your box at the end of the day. Because even though trout are really weird, they're very finicky in a sense that you have kind of one shot at them, and then this first gonna hit the next pocket of fish.
Kind of like big bass.
Yeah, big bass, they definitely have a tendency to do that, but unfortunately, we don't get as many chances of giant bass as we do with trout. But that's the thing about the fly. You get in there incognito and stuff, and you can kind of, you can change ways that you present the bait, fish the bait, you change the bait without really spooking. So, yeah, go ahead.
Most of the guys from around in the club here are from Babylon, Iceland, West Iceland, Lindenhurst. Where can we go that would be a good place for some kind of freshwater fishing at this time of the year? And what would be a good bait other than live bait?
Okay, so in that area, I would say you can travel a little bit, but right off the bat, Blydenburg, Lake Ronkonkoma, those two lakes. Because if you're looking to get the most useful time out of your fishing, you're going to be targeting largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, and walleye at Ronkonkoma. And then the other lake, you have largemouth bass as well as a couple of smallmouth in there. So, live bait aside, what you're going to be looking at, one of the methods I like the best is, honestly, simple smoked soft plastics. This is just number one. Soft plastics, jig heads, you're going to stay on the bottom of them. Like this guy like this, it looks ridiculous. It's a little pink block. It's a twister. It's crazy, I look crazy, I understand. But you can do a lot of ice fishing and do this in the winter. They call it up and down or vertical jigging. You can present your bait in that such. When you cast it out, you can just do simple bounces off the bottom with it, and then just a couple slow cranks, maybe an occasional twitch lift with the tip. You're going for a slow roll, a slow bounce, just something that the fish is going to want to burn the energy to go catch it in that cold water. You're going to adapt your, even spinning baits too. That's one of my other favorite things to use. You know what I'm talking about, right? The skirts and the blades on. Same thing, another same term, slow roll. Get that down on the bottom, and you're feeling it out. Like the guy John Skinner says with his buck tips. If you feel it bounce off the bottom, pick it up a little bit, do a couple more cranks. You're fishing like a buck tip, but a little bit slower. You want to stay in that bottom water column. I almost want to say you want to drag sometimes. I would say that, yes. Because, again, it's very, very slow. It's repetitive. Slow rolling and keeping it in that target speed range that the fish will react to. That's what it's all about this time of year, reaction bites.
So Chris, I got a question. So I really have never really done much freshwater fishing. So if you can go over your tackle here, and I see you think it's like conventional, you don't use spinner. I have no idea what's the ceiling method. What pound test do you use, or braid? Let's go through that whole setup you got there in the hand.
Alright, so that's a great question. This combo right here I brought with me for a specific reason, because it's very versatile. It's called the Johnny Morrison Platinum. It's made by Bass Pro Shops. And spooled on it here, I have 30-pound super slick, realistically just any braid. And I typically use anywhere between 8 to 20-pound leader, depending on what I'm doing. This is a good example of what I have on here. I actually did use this lake fish when we were looking for pike.
That's pretty big.
Huh?
That's a pretty big bait.
Oh yeah, pike is a big fish too. See this? But basically, this conventional reel right here on this type of rod, I find it a lot easier to catch artificial baits, such as the jig head we were talking about, even fish with the heavy rod is because even in the wintertime, you're going to have cover in lakes. You're going to have wood, you're going to have possibly, wind behind foliage, which is more of a summertime thing. But it involves, freshwater artificial involves a lot of fast action work on the rods. You don't really, I'm trying to guide this in the right direction without getting off topic. Basically, all around this combo is probably one of the best presentations for artificial.
Now, I want to look.
What about colors in the winter? Colors in the winter.
So, what's the advantage of using a conventional or a bait cast over a spinning wheel?
Alright, very good. So, the advantages of this is the way that you casting out baits in freshwater, you're a lot of times in the trees or in cover where you really want to sock that bait out. You're doing a lot more pitching than you are overhand casting. With this type of rod, you can be more accurate. So when you're taking like, watch the fans here.
What do you want me to do? Do you want to pick it up or do you want to, I don't want to hit it?
Yeah, so if you could do that, Tim. So basically, the way he's holding it here, if you're going to be taking a cast with this rod, you can make a lot longer shots by just taking it to the side and then giving it. Okay. I'm trying to get this close together and it's not working out. But the advantage
Is it more accuracy? Is that what the advantage is?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at right now here. The accuracy is definitely an advantage because when you're using span tackle, you can't pinpoint the same way you can with this, and that's basically what you want to be doing because freshwater, you're not blindly casting the different areas. You're targeting specific, like let's say shells, cover,
So is this better for pitching, like getting it underneath and getting it lower? Because you're not really doing like overhand stuff.
Right, yeah, that's exactly what we're getting at. That's where these guys shine.
What's the best? White perch. Because I think you probably got white perch right behind your shop there. So I saw a spring today. Yeah. Let's talk about white perch.
When and how much and where?
Assuming we're getting away from the live bait scenario, white perch I like to use very small jigs. In fact, one of my favorite ones is called the trap magnet. It must be less than an eighth of an ounce or something, but it's like you're fishing that snap motion with a bunch of stops in between. Again, reaction strike is the key word. Those fish are getting them. I typically find it a lot in tunnels and just overhead ways where you lay it back and a great way to scout them out is like honestly it sounds ridiculous but library farms those things you can find them there and once you know those fish are in the area then you can play with your snap jig technique you can even look they're rather aggressive fish they will hit most things. You say grass shrimp you use? What area you fish are you yeah, this is the immediate area I think we fish too quite often.
Chris, I got a question for you. With the cold water now, where do you want to present? Say I want to target largemouth bass. Where am I going to present my lure and like speed it? You can slow it down and fish more lethargic in the winter and like where in the water column do you want to present the lure in the colder water?
Okay, that's a good one. So if you're just going to be openly casting, looking to find the fish, you're going to generally want to stay low. These fish are going to stay tight towards any sort of structure on the bottom, and they're not looking to expand energy. So let's say if you're going to be fishing either a salt blast or even like a rattle trap, a spinnerbait, anything of that sense, slow and low is the theme of wintertime. There's nothing. Unless you're using something live that they're going to chase, you're not going to get that heavy, enthusiastic just chase and boom on the bait that you get in the summertime. you're going to have to appeal to them not wanting to move, not wanting to chase, and putting something right in front of them. So those things I just rattled off. Rattle traps, you know, some people disagree with me. I personally find that they work in the wintertime, especially if you fish them right. You can get them in the same column down there. You know, I'll firmly stand by that. Rattle traps, spinnerbaits, and soft plastic Mr. Twisters, low and slow, all day.
Mr. Twist like the worms?
Yeah, so when I say that, that's probably a name from like 30 years ago when that company came out, but basically there's these, you can see these guys here, anything with those twist tails on it, I mean, it's action, it's presenting something alive. It doesn't have to be that, it could be a paddle tail, it could be anything. As long as you have that vibration that they're going to pick up, something they can see and that they can target, and you know, without expending too much energy. It's really, I'm repeating myself, but that's all it is to winter fishing. You're getting into the mojo of the fisher, and if you can follow that, you can pretty much get them to eat almost anything you're going to throw. I'm sure if you've noticed with any patterns, whether it be saltwater or freshwater, if you present it right and you agree with the mood that the fish is in, you're going to get them to eat.
The Senkos?
Gold?
Yeah, the gold. What about the little bro? That works better than that flavor.
Yeah, listen, any positivity is going to help. As far as the gulp goes, I've used, you know, you ever seen they have like those, I forget what kind of worms they're called in the gulp brand, but there's like these red stringy kind of worms. I use them for the carp a lot. That's scent. Scent is it. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Scent is an added factor. Yeah. All of those style of baits will work in and of themselves and by themselves. But when you add the scent, especially targeted towards what you're going for, it's only going to benefit your situation. So I would say absolutely, if you can get your hands on them and if you do have them, use them. Go for it. Fish them the exact same way you would as if there was no scent on them. Fish them hard, fish them the right way. And all you're going to do is have just an extra bonus in your pocket with that scent. So, yes, go for it.
What do you think about Senkos?
Oh my God. Wacky rig is the most versatile bait in the planet. It's
The wacky rig?
Do you have one with
So if you check out these hooks here, these wacky hooks, they have a little bit of a weighted head to them.
Why are they wacky? What's the difference about that?
It's, yeah, exactly. That's just what they call it. Basically, the idea of it is the gap of the hook works a little bit better when you have it presented horizontally.
But this is actually different. The traditional wacky, this is different. Traditional wacky, you just, your basic hook.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was talking about these particular baits.
Yeah, those are never saw before. Those are pretty
in
good.
the middle of the, where do you show me how you hook it?
Okay. We took the tail off there because when you're fishing what Joey's talking about, the Senkos, the Ariana Senko, these jump diggers, they're going to look something like this. And there's a couple ways you could do it. You could rig it in the center like most guys do. This is the traditional wacky rig, and Joey was saying they don't normally have the weights on them, but I like to do it this way. Probably the most effective way to catch a largemouth bass, any sort of predatory fish in the water. That's it. You let it sink, give it a bounce, you let it sink again, just give it action, give it life. You can even change it around. I wouldn't use this particular hook for this way, but just for demonstration purposes. You could hook them up in the front here, and you can almost fish this. You could burn them across the top. You can again let it sink. And with this one, the difference between the traditional wacky ring is the other one's just going to do a bounce where it bends like this. This one's going to do more of a snap and a twist and a dive. And with the same bit, you're getting a different, again, a whole other different presentation. So, but what's going to catch the fish is you being in sync and in contact with your bait and knowing what's going on. And exactly, it comes from you. A lot of guys make the mistake when they put these lures on. They think, oh, it's a good lure, and I'm going to throw it out and I'm going to use it. It's the slight little adjustments of the tension of your line, where your rod is, the timing of when you're doing your snaps or your bounces, or even if you're doing none of that, if you're just doing a straight retreat, depending on the bait. It's all from you. Everything else, like I'm going to beat it to death. It's just another plus, another positive. They're extras. They're smoke and mirror. They do help, but no, they're not bank on that stuff. What's going to catch you fish is whatever baits you feel confident in long time, and then figuring it out, and then when you figure it out, use those techniques and just keep at that, because you're going to fish less, but you're going to fish more productive. It all comes from you.
And your colors?
Colors, I will never change my opinion on this. It's all your conditions. I tend to fish in shades, and this applies to saltwater too. When you have, if you're fishing during the day and your sun's blaring and it's out there, you're going to be fishing lighter colors. You your whites, maybe even your yellows. Yellows work at night too, but just the brighter color spectrum is really dark. No moon, little moon, you're going to be fishing your blurples, your blacks. That's just a general rule for artificial baits. I don't really think there's a situation where it's like, oh, they're on pink. It must be the pink fish that's swimming around is getting eaten. These fish see in profile and they see in shape. Just as our vision's a little more advanced, so we can see different colors. But ultimately, when you get a first glance at something, you see it's light, it's dark, it's round, it's square. That's what they're keying into, and bring that back and tie it into reaction strike. How are you going to get that reaction strike? By using the right color with the conditions that are going around.
You go to these tackle stores, they have more colors than Baskin Robbins today. They got everything, every color, every sparkle, no sparkle, salted, not salted. Like it goes on forever.
You have to. There's a lot of I wanna make money that you have to weed through. And then when you get
More fishermen than fish.
yes, and that's the game. All those plugs will work. If you're fishing something that's blue, and if somebody else is fishing something that's pink, you can still catch fish on it. I'm not saying there's not times, I could name you a million off the top of my head, where you're throwing the exact same lure, and the guy that's fishing in white is catching more than you for no apparent reason. That does happen. More often than not, you can do the same damage as long as you're kind of in the same, shade ratio.
All right, two quick questions. One, if you need a license to fish freshwater,
All right, first off, freshwater license, that is a big thing. And, I hope any of you are going to attempt to freshwater fish should do this, because these guys in New York State are serious. Yes, you need a freshwater license. Yes, unfortunately, you have to pay for it. But you're going to be paying a lot more if you do not have it. And your whole approach is to get that Senko to do, you don't want it to jerk it up. You want it to do a light bounce, just as if it was moving on its own as it's alive. A worm, it's not going to go and jump up the water column. You're going to probably scare them away. And there also may not be a fish there, so if you're throwing it just down and hoping to catch one, it will work. But let's describe a bank here, right? Let's say I'm walking across a bank and I see a down tree, and then over here I see a rock and then open water. I am going to address that open water. I'm going to fish it hard, I'm going to fish it right. I'm going to take my time, but I'm going to fish the backside of that tree even harder, and I'm going to fish, maybe if there's any leaves still on that tree, I'm going to fish the shadow line of that tree and give it some extra attention, because these largemouth, they may want that bait, and they may think about eating that bait, but they're going to stare at it longer than they'll even come after it. If you get a fish to hit, especially a largemouth on the first bounce of your worm, he's looking to eat already. He's there, he's aggressive, he's going to hit it, he's going to hit it hard. Or, I don't want to just say largemouth, insert fish here. But if you're going to do any sort of coercing, you're going to have to give it one spot that does have a fish on it that will produce. It may take you a few minutes to get that fish to come after and pounce onto your bait. And I know this because there's been times where I'm looking at them and watching them. That's the best school you're going to have on catching any fish. If you can sight fish them, you're going to have immediate flowing thoughts of like, oh my God, how many fish have I missed just by not being patient? And in those moments, you can accurately immediately say, okay, let me pause this bait. Let me give it a little twitch here because you're reading the fish. You're seeing it. You're seeing it look at the bait, think about it, twisting its tail, thinking about turning around, and you're adjusting accordingly. So whatever you would do in that situation, if you apply it to times when you can't see the fish, not only is your ratio going to go up, but combined with patience, you will probably catch more and more often. The trips you're doing when you're going out there, and this is important, I'm sorry if this is not on topic, but this is something everybody needs to hear if they're going to be fishing. The trips that you don't catch anything and you're frustrated and want to go home and not go back, those are the most important trips you have, because that's chiseling away at the form of your inner fisherman. So that's how you're going to grind away at, you know, oh, I'm learning. That's all learning is. I don't know everything yet. I think I would like to think I know an okay amount, but that didn't come without years of catching nothing. So take that as, you know, take those trips and appreciate it, because now you're fine-tuning your craft, you know? So just keep that in your head and get out there and do it. That's all you can do.
You guys have any more questions for Chris?
It guides the conversation, you know?
All right, Jimmy, you want to,
All right, Chris, thank you. We're going to give Chris a big hand. He's going to hang around a little bit. If you have any questions, you want to ask him personally, he'll be up here for a little while, and definitely step up. Chris says one other thing.
One last thing, you know, I'm going to put the microphone down, but if anybody on a personal level, if you have any aspirations of, you know, shark fishing, striped bass fishing, even down south, snook, tarpon, all that, I could be much more enthusiastic in person, so feel free to ask more questions. I love to talk, all right? Thank you, guys. I appreciate you having me.
All right, thanks, Chris.